All right, what's going on, man? This is another education edition. We're back talking about the foreign exchange market. Just going over pairs. So like, comment, subscribe for more education. Just more of everything. Check out all my playlists. Join my Discord, my free Discord if you haven't. If you're looking for a work from home opportunity, starting at $18 an hour, real corporate, real job. If you would like a consult to see if you qualify, you have customer service experience, you have some sales experience, about 3 years. Go ahead, click that link, my link tree. Go ahead, schedule a consult, and let's see if you're qualified. If qualified, I can get you an opportunity to get a job, an interview for a job, from work from home, send the equipment, things like that. So, further without further ado, we're gonna get into the video today. This video today is just something that I think everybody should, know when you are participating in the foreign exchange market. The thing I want you to know is pairs are people. And what do I mean by that? Pairs have different characteristics. Some pairs are more volatile than the others. What does that mean? Some pairs are more faster than others. Think about people. Some people are faster than others. Some people move faster than others. Some people are impulsive, more impulsive than others. Guess what? Those people are more volatile than others. Okay. So now some pairs are morning pairs, right? Some pairs are night pairs. Some pairs move, at in around 6, 7 o'clock. You have people who operate faster or in session or in flow state in different times of the day. Some people wake up in the morning, are in a flow state in the morning. I myself am a morning person. I like to wake up in the morning, get things going. But at night, I'm not. I'm more dormant. I'm chilling. I'm moving slower at night. That's just me. So some pairs are the same way. Some people are different. Some pairs are different. And, you kind of want to, there's a lot of different pairs in the foreign exchange market. You can trade commodities. You can trade gold. You can trade oil. You can trade, indices. You have the indexes and stuff like the indices. You have the Nas 100s, the SPS, the SPs, the US 30s, the JER 30s, JER 40s or whatever it is nowadays. You also have your regular forex pairs. You have your EUs, your AUs, and things like that. And understanding when these pairs move, when they're moving, when is the most volatile times, when is the times where it's more indecisive, when are the times where what days of the week these pairs get active. These could all be things that now when you're looking at your pair and you're forming your trading plan that you put inside your trading plan. See, I'm a firm believer of time. Of time is important in when it comes to trading, because if time wasn't important, we wouldn't look at like the numbers for what time news comes out, fundamentals. I think time is important. Days of the week, times are important, because understanding in business times are important. You have quarterly earnings, you have things like that where they put a timestamp and they review the data. So I think that knowing when, not only what to trade, meaning your strategy, right? But then you got to understand some things that you might be able to do that work with some people might not work with others. That's why we have to start to understand our pairs as people at the end of the day. So you maybe have like pairs that are more so during the morning time, New York session, they up and running. Then you got some that's Tokyo. Then you got some that's London, late night. You got people that just love to be at the club. I can't be at the club at 3 a.m. too much. I might just fall asleep mid-section type deal. Like that's just not me, right? So you kind of want to know your pairs, know what you're trading, because once you're able to put that in your trading plan, you're able to put that in your routine. You might go to the gym at this time every day. That's the best time to go for you. That's the time you got the most energy, you get most done. Might not be a lot of people there, and that's what you like about it. So you put that in your routine. Now the gym has become more effective because it's a routine. Because a lot of times we come into trading and we're more discretionary. We just do what we see, what we feel, try to, somebody might send a signal and things like that, but you want to get it to mechanical. You want to be mechanical. I trade at this time. You want to get the thinking out as much as possible, being able to make a trading plan that's saying like, oh, I trade at I wake up, I got a routine, and your routine in trading has to come before you even make a trade. So when you wake up, do you show gratitude? Do you go work out first, then eat, then get on the charts? Or are you just waking up, getting straight on the charts? Is your approach different? See, and just for anything, what we gotta do, anybody that has to perform, a trader has to perform. Okay, so anybody that has to use their body to perform, your approach has to be there. So understanding your approach is going to also help you too, because how you approach certain pairs or how you shouldn't approach. I shouldn't approach AU like I'm approaching US 30. Like, yes, the same. It's all forex and things like that, but those are two different type of people. They moving at two different type of times. One of them way more volatile than the other. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we want to learn. And when we start talking about just pairs are people, being able to put people in your life, understanding what people need to be in your life could necessarily make you a better trader. I'm not going to trade a pair that stresses me out a lot. Why would I date somebody that stresses me out a lot? Why would I not just do something where I can kind of understand their movement better? I understand what it's doing. I understand why it's doing it. Not just what it's doing, why it's doing it. If I'm trading a pair and I'm like, why is it? I don't understand why it's doing it. That might not be a pair for me. And for you like that with a person, that might not be a person for you. All right. So when we start to narrow down, because we got a lot of options in the trading world, we got a lot of options you can trade. You got a lot of things you can trade. So now we start to narrow it down because then you might get to a point and say, hey, Forex is not even for me. I might want to go try options because Forex is, might be too much freedom. Stock got more rules. You know what I'm saying? And more things like it might be too much freedom. You might only want to trade when the bell open and it close at a certain time. Some people might like crypto because you can trade crypto 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So had to make sure my dog ain't right around the corner. But we're gonna get into it. And the first thing I'm gonna say is we're gonna go to the handy dandy. Um, we're gonna go to the handy dandy. Give me a second. So this is what I like to first be able to just understand. This is what website helped me understand what days of the week when it to tell me, bro, I don't need to trade on Tuesdays. Also, that take the data too, but understanding. All right, let's go. So we go here. We go to mataf.net, www.mataf.net. Right, this is going to help you be able to just as you're trading, start checking this to see if your timing is like if I'm around the right time and like if you see in an entry and you like, oh, it's Monday, it's consolidating, but Monday might be the slowest day of the week. And you might trick yourself out not being patient because being it's just consolidating, but Monday might be the slowest day for that week. So it might be a consolidation day, but Wednesday at 8 a.m. when it's news, that's when it's the most, you know what I'm saying? So just come in here. So we go to mataf.net. Boom. We go to Forex. Then we go to trading tools. All right. Then we go to Forex volatility. Bam. We should be here. All right. So now let's look. This is what I mean by starting to learn the timing of everything. So right here is EU over here. Volatility in pips in Euro USD per hour of the day. So at the 12th hour, so if we look right here at 8 a.m., if we starting the day from 0 at 8 a.m., EU is the, EU is the most volatile. 8 through what? The session. You know what I'm saying? 8 through 10. So you might be somebody that say, and understand too, once volume comes in, that's where the most manipulation lies. Two, that in my opinion, I think that once the volume comes in, liquidity is getting kicked out type deal in a way. So, But like I say, on EU, you might see an entry on EU on Monday, but you like, bro, it ain't moving. Not knowing that tomorrow is the fastest day it's gonna move, the fastest day of the week, Tuesday. But you might have not been impatient, got out, and it's like, bam, now news hit on Tuesday. And that's why time is important too, because you can't tell me time is not important if we look at the time for fundamentals. So knowing what to trade, meaning your strategy, knowing where to trade it, meaning in structure, time frame, and knowing when to trade it is, you know, definitely I think is important too. Could help the probability of your trade. You know what I mean? So right here, like I say, EU are the most, and then the second most time is in the Asian accumulation is in the 2 3 4 a.m. You know what I mean? So just knowing this on EU, if you trade EU, if that's your stilo, if you always free around this time, then Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, those are 3 days of the week that you know what I'm saying, that you can be looking at. Let's look at GBPs. GBPs a whole different type of person. They're more volatile. See, EU does about 40 pairs, 40 pips a day. This is doing about 103. Now we look at these most volatile times. Now we have 3 periods where the times are a little volatile, because right here we have the reason why we have that 19, 20, 21. That's that Tokyo session. That's towards the end of the day. Understand, because we got the AUD, we got the odd. You know what I'm saying? Now we got the GBP, right? We got the GBP, and then at the end of the day, US is the main currency. So stuff is moving during your New York session for the most part. Still, until the dollar is out of there, which the dollar is almost out of here. So, but understanding, okay, look, you know, the 8, 9, 10 is the most volatile times, but we do get this 3 a.m. volatility kick in, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. volatility, and then we have that odd session. And we understand that we don't need to be looking at GA until the end of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday. See, now when I'm forwarding my trading plan, I know, like, more than likely, let me just wait till these days. There might be some news to go along with it more times than not, especially in the middle of the week. So it's like, all right, let's look at another one. Let's look at NU, a pair like NU. All right, where we see Tuesday, Wednesday are the most days, but so Monday is the slowest day. I got in a trade last week. I know that it was like a 4 hour trade, 4 hour time frame trade, and I got in like Sunday night, understanding that it wasn't going nowhere till Tuesday. So it was when it was consolidating, it kept touching how I kept getting out. I was able to, and then put my limit right back there. I was able to capitalize because I knew Tuesday, Wednesday is the days that NU was gonna get active. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the week, the middle towards the end, like with news. So I'm looking at it. I know, all right, this is NU is very slow moving pair. Cool, like not as volatile. Understand the movement, like this helps your psychology. If you know the pair, you're trading, if you know the pair you're invested in, it's gonna help your psychology. If like you know the person that you're investing in, right? If you know the person better that you're invested in, when it's moving, why it's moving, and things like that, you're able to have an easier mind, better psychology. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing you kind of want to put into that. So if we looking, let's go into pairs like, if you want to get the pairs that's excluded right here, say it, right? You just scroll down, XAU USD, boom. Let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. So right here, gold get active from the 8, 9, 10 a.m. area. So this is where gold do its thing. Now gold overnight is very steady. We get some 50.2, right? 2 a.m. right here. We get some type of, this is what I call liquidity, volume being pushed in. Some probably type of manipulation, but we see here, this is where it really get active. 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. This is where it's really getting active. 11. And my rule with gold is For real, for reals. I don't like to get in gold until after this initial liquidity is knocked out. I don't like to get into gold until after 10 a.m. After 10 a.m. because more times than not, it might just go, this is liquidity, this is volume being pushed in, liquidity being kicked out, and it's either you're either you're either in the liquidity or you are the liquidity type deal. So I don't like to get in past 10 on gold, but that's me knowing, right, not to really mess with nothing that's, not it type deal. Like that's just me knowing, okay, the time, like I'm not gonna mess with gold before 10 a.m. Gold be playing gold manipulative before 10 a.m. type deal. That's just me knowing my pair. And sometimes, that's why it's important to kind of remind yourself of because I fall victim to getting in before. And it's like, I know not to. You know what I'm saying? And that's what trading is about. Making a plan, following a plan. But knowing how your people move, the people that you are investing in moves gives you a better opportunity to a better probability, higher probability of succeeding. You know what I'm saying? Getting a reap in return of your investment. All right, so let's look at the JPYs. We look at the JPYs, like the Swiss franc JPY right here. You see what times it's moving. Look, so during the week, it gradually goes up. Right, during the week, it gradually starts to increase in volatility. So this is a pair that you might look to only start trading after Wednesday. Like you look for Tuesday through Thursday, like, or something like that. This also could be a pair that, you know, um, that you only look for a trade on Wednesday or Thursday. But like, this is how you can start to implement time and implement the knowing that pairs are people into your trading plan and be able to say, okay, this is the time where, I'm gonna have like, this is the time. This is the time. Check your Palm Pilot, y'all check your schedules, and it's just like boom. I'm able to know, what. Let's look at Euro UA. Ooh, let's look at Euro UAD. The Euro odd, the odd, right? Wednesday night, Thursday. Wednesday night, Thursday, and because the odd get active right here in London, that's why Wednesday night wouldn't be a bad time to probably catch a nice little entry, right? Wednesday night, catch an entry. Okay, we pull back, catch the liquidity out. Now we keep going. Type deal. Asian accumulation, liquidity block it, but that's just kind of you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's just starting to know your pairs, know your people, taking data on these pairs that you're trading, not just trading a pair just because it looked like, it's really taking data. So let's go look at, the the indices. Let's look at the indices. US 30. Let's peep what US 30 like to do. So boom, US 30. Look at the liquidity. Wednesdays, Fridays. So Monday's slow, but Wednesdays, Thursday, Fridays, and all that. This one is really, getting active. If we see US 30, if you know about US 30, that 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock range where everybody's out, that is the third most volatile hour. So look at all this. The bell opens at 9. You got all this movement, things like that. But look where the actual move probably happens. This is where it usually, because like look, like we have the highest times, and US 30 will be coming back, grabbing that liquidity, getting everybody out and things like that. But at, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 2 hours before the markets close, US 30 is one of its most is so this could be an example of all the liquidity being out. You could be the liquidity in here, but then now it's time to really move. And it's like, see me, I'd rather go in a highway when there's less people on it. I might just wait a little longer and just, hey, I know it's rush hour, let me wait. Instead of just driving through the rush hour. Some people don't mind getting in here and just holding through the rush hour. But now you start to cultivate. This is what I mean by adding time and being able to just simply cultivate timing into your trading plan, right? US 30, Friday the most volatile day, Wednesday the most volatile day, followed up by, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, but just knowing these hours is big, because now you know when it's lit. You don't want to walk in. Some people like to walk in the party when it's already lit. Some people like to get there and then, enjoy themselves. They don't need the party. They do, but get there earlier and enjoy it later. Like enjoy it and then leave a little earlier. And so being there quick, they ain't mean to be in there long. Some people want to be in there to the next day. So just knowing you and knowing which pairs usually are in alignment with you, with your edge, with your trading style. You might not be trying to get too much, but you might be somebody that want to trade every day at the same time, every day, like a stock. You know what I'm saying? But you might be somebody who only want to trade once a day. I mean, once a week. So knowing what day that trade might come on and when the look is, you know what I'm saying? I think does dividends. I think it adds confidence. I think it does add to the probabilities also of just like you being able to, just get in and get out when need be, capitalize and have a good psychology while doing it. So with that being said, yeah, man, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe for more educational videos. Learn learn more about your pair, learn more about your person, take more data, because pairs are people. And when you take more data and you understand the person that you are investing in more, aka the pair that you are investing in more, you're gonna be able to you're gonna be able to help that investment pay more dividends and feel better about it psychology wise, because you know how they move. You know how it moves. So it's your boy Love Profits. Like I say, man, like, comment, subscribe for more.